Hope you're doing great. Today's agenda, expert review, recap, resolution, net promoter, and states. So you should have attended an expert review live session. If you did not, please reach out to me. I will know that you didn't, so I will reach out to you if you did not. But basically, the whole premise of this was to really talk about what a live review is versus what a line by line is. So live review is just somebody who on their screen, after they're done with the return, they got an inquiry from TurboTax that says, boom, would you like a CPA or an enrolled agent to look at your return before you file? And they basically have the option of, yeah, sure, no problem, or no thanks, I don't need it. Since there's nothing to lose, they're just going to go, okay, I'll click it. So a lot of these times, these are what's called a live review. A lot of the time, they don't even have any question. It's just an emotional support. So when you get an expert review that up in the right-hand corner, it'll say live review in ProPortal, just, they may not even have a question at all. So what I do is I just bring up the summary, the tax summary, and go, everything looks good. Based on your entries, you've got wages, you've got Social Security. So that looks good. You're good to go. Do you have any other specific questions for me? And then be done with it. Any added value you can do to kind of enhance that emotional side of it, great. But expect for there not necessarily to be any big questions on those. And then if there are, and they really need you to do something in depth, you may need to turn that over to another team. We're not doing them right now. Another team will handle that line by line review. So what you need to do at that point is reach out to the leads, give the leads the case number, a good time to call the customer back for that line by line review, and they will give that information to that team. Okay? If you got nothing out of it, hopefully you got that out of it. And happy to recap if there's more questions. The second thing is resolution. Our resolution numbers are falling a little bit. So don't forget, have I resolved your issue? Well, great, thanks. I am so glad we were able to resolve your issue today. If you see my email that I sent on Saturday, you'll see that there's very specific verbatim in there that they need you to play with. So keep that good work up. I know it's not easy, but you're doing fantastic anyway. So our metrics are just falling a little bit, but we're still doing great. Our net promoter is skyrocketing after we kind of figured out some of those little quirks about closing cases and things like that. We were able to get those net promoters back up. So great job on that. Sometimes it's just finding those little idiosyncrasies, and boom, we can pivot and twist and turn, and there we are. We got it. The third thing is states. So below you'll see a link, and this is where you will install any states. If you have not installed your state, people go through the whole season without installing any states, but sometimes it's nice because you will have them already preloaded on your computer for any kind of research that you might need. So this is helpful. I like it. It makes me feel more confident that I have all of my tools already loaded. So when somebody calls from West Virginia, I actually have the state in there. It does take some time though. So we're not getting a lot of state calls right now. It's going to be pretty straightforward. And you can always just share their screen. But over time, you might find that there's some lulls in between calls. Go ahead and just load some state. So you'll see that link below. And if you have any questions on actually getting them installed or any problems, just reach out to the leads. They can help you with that too. All right. I know this was a bit of a long one, but thank you for hanging out with me all the way until now. And have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye. Oh, did you find the Gumby? Good Gumby is in this room. You got to find him. All right. Bye, guys.